is a video for how to get started on mining. I've been using Minerstat just because I think it's the easiest to install and customize and everything like that. So for a quick walkthrough on how to get started with this whole thing, just go to minerstat.com, so miner and then stat like statistics, and then you are going to go to software, Windows mining, if you have a Windows. If you're on Linux or Ubuntu, or those are the same thing. If you're on Linux, you're going to do mining OS, and if you're doing ASIC, then you would use ASIC monitoring. But obviously I'm on a Windows, so I would download Minerstat and then the installer here. Luckily I already have Minerstat installed, so it is going to look something like this menu here. I'm going to hit stop mining, and then I'm going to close it out for you just a second here, just to show you what happens when we log in. Alright, so I'm closing it out. So I'm going to open Minerstat. And, well, it already took in my information. So it has a key and then a two-factor authentication code on there. The key and the worker are what we want to happen. So once you have that done, you'll go ahead and click add worker, and then that will bring you to a dashboard where you'll set up your worker. This is what my dashboard currently looks like. As I just re-clicked mining, you'll see here that I'm now starting to mine. So you'll see 30, 27, 27. And then I'll go back over here, hit refresh, and it should update, so you can see the profits and electricity costs and everything like that. So the next thing you're going to do is go to address editor. You're going to have different pools here, and then delete them, delete all those pools. And then you're going to go to ETH, just type that in. Your tag name doesn't actually matter for your pool. You can make it whatever you want, just as long as you remember that that is your Ethereum pool. And then there are a lot of Ethereum pools. I'll show you that as well. Pools, Minerstat. So these are the top pools that people mine with. I prefer just the Ethermine pool, which doesn't even look like it's in. There it is, ET hash pool, and that is here. So you just have to go to ethermine.org and then click start mining, and it'll tell you how to connect to that. So I'm on the US East Coast, so I'm going to copy the US East Coast server. I'm going to go back to dashboard, and then I'm going to post that in there. And then I'm going to go to the port. I want the alternate port, and that is this, so 14,444, and then I just do a colon and then the port, okay, and then I just hit add. Now I also like this Bitfly little app here, because it also supports Raven, Beam, which is a privacy coin, Ethereum Cash, and Bitcoin Cash, and you can all mine it to here. And all you have to do to track it is enter in your wallet address, and you get what you're currently sending to your wallet. So our current actual mining is 244. The current goes up and down too much, so the reported seems to be a little bit better. So we're at 244, and then you can see all of our workers here. And then if we went to like our Raven one, looks like I didn't save the Raven address. Let me open that. Raven. Copy link. Alright, so you can see we stopped mining Raven. So there's that. And then you would go to wallets. And for Ethereum, there's my wallet address, ETC wallet address, Ravencoin wallet address. Now, I could show you these wallet addresses because just because someone has your wallet address doesn't mean they can actually take money from you. They can send you money, so by all means, here's my address, but you can't. They can't get any money from that or knowing that information. So if you actually want to send, there's a different way to do that, but this is how you get the information or the actual coin to your wallet. So if you wanted to go back to this dashboard here and view a different wallet, so you could copy the wallet here, click on ETC, put in your miner address, enter, and it'll show you. So there's no active workers because I haven't actually mined this, as we didn't do any profit switching. So no, apparently maybe we did. So did a tiny bit. Let's see what that was. 22 cents. Whereas you can go to the Ethereum one, and it'll show you like our last payouts and things. And then how many days to your next payout and how much it'll be, stuff like that. Change it over to US dollars. So that's like the basics of Minerstat. For after you set up your address stuff, you need to go to Workers Config tab over here. I have profit switch to switch between coins. So you just click include in profile and then make sure you enable that. And then your default client can be whatever you want to use for this. So I use Phoenix Miner. So you can just type in ETH. ETH hash. And that'll bring up all the ETH hash miners and then Phoenix. And then you'll pop up with the Phoenix. I like to click simple. And then you mine ETH coin, so you can search your coin there. The pool, which comes from your address editor, so you need to make sure you put that in. And then you're going to use the ETH pool, and then the ETH wallet. And then these tags are the ones that you put in your editor, so you need to make sure that you have the correct ones. So like sometimes if you have multiple mining pools, because they do change on which one's the most profitable, you would go from ETH hash to ETH whatever pool description, then wallet, and if you want to specify wallets and things. And then you can add in your electricity costs, your power consumption, things like that. So if I wanted to update my power consumption, I could go back over here, and it will tell me what my power consumption is if I can find that information. Where are you, watts? Don't remember where it says that. At some point it tells you how many watts it's drawing. I'm not going to wait for it, but it will tell you, and then you can put it directly in. Or there are other ways to do it too. Alright, moving on. So then you can set hot temperatures too, and then have it talk to you and say if you want to shut it off and things like that. Alright, so once that's all done, you click Save Changes on the bottom. You're going to run down to Profit Switch. I don't think I actually changed anything. Alright, and then you're going to click your worker, select option, and you're going to scroll down to your mining algorithm. So the algorithm's on the top and then the coin. So you need to scroll down if you're doing Ethereum to ET hash, right? And then ETH is the coin that you're mining, right? And then you can select pool. So maybe ETH is the only pool that I have, but if you have other ones, label them like I said, and then whatever wallet you're putting it to. And then your pool fee is usually around 1%. Anything more than that would be a little bit ridiculous. So that's how you do that. And then you just add them all in, make sure they're all turned on. And then you can come down here and put what your hash rate is on everything that's in there, your power consumption based on each, and they will change. Like the Kapow algorithm, I get a lot less than ETC hash and ET hash. So just know that going in. And then update on the go, yes, so it'll change your hash rate as you're going and tell you what it is. update your electricity cost. The minimum difference is like if you're mining ET hash and it's 1% less profitable than ETC hash, it won't switch because it needs a 2% difference to change. So once it gets over that 2%, it'll switch to the other one. But then you also don't want it switching all the time. So your minimum mining time, I have it at 1 hour. And then it can switch every hour or so. Because once you go down, it's like a solid 20-30 seconds. Reward method, normal, and then buffer, none, and then save changes again. And that's pretty much all you need to know about Minerstat to get started. You don't have to pay for this at all, other than if you have multiple computers going to the same thing, then that would be a problem. I have all of my cards right now on this one computer, and then the other cards that you see here are all on other computers managed by other people. But like my almost 90 hash here is coming from 3 cards hooked to my current computer. Alright, for information on how to find a card, what makes cards profitable, stuff like that, you can search the cards. So you either are going to do an NVIDIA rig or an AMD rig. I would suggest doing NVIDIA, as they just have a better reputation in the mining community, and they tend to have better cards in general. So if you're not familiar with NVIDIA, that's how you spell it. It's their website. You can go and look through all of their graphics cards and stuff like that. The 30 series is like the newest series, but they're very, very expensive, but they are very good at mining, other than the 3060, which you have to do rollback and stuff on. Alright, so I usually go to eBay. The card that I've found that does the best is the 1070 Ti, but I'm also willing to buy a 1070. It only gets like 2 to 3 hash lower. So then I'll just click buy it now, shipping, free shipping. And then I'll just go through, and anything that's like about 550 or less, I'll buy as long as there's ratings for the actual user that's selling it. So like this one looks pretty good. The user has a lot of positive ratings on it. And then I'll just scroll down and make sure that it actually says working on it. So as long as I have all those things, I'm good to go. And it does say that it's working, right? I don't care if it's used for mining. I use all mine for mining. And then I would just, click buy it now. But this one I'm going to put in my friend's chat so that they can buy it. Alright, so that's how you find a card. As far as how you find how profitable they are, you can just type in like 1070 Ti, ETH, profitability. Alright, and then I like the Minerstat one. It works pretty well. And then it'll tell you the hash rate that it mines at. Mine are a little higher than that if I'm actually pushing them, but that's what it is, and the wattage that they're at too. So you can see it makes about 867 a day on this pool. So you can see the differences in pools. This is the pool I use, ETH, and 681. So yeah, that's how you figure that out. And if you want to change your card on the top, you can go up here, change cards. So like the newer 3090, making $37 a day about right now, which is pretty solid. And then obviously the mega hash per second is 120.16. For how to put a rig together, I'm going to have to take a separate video of that for that. This is just like a quick run through on how to actually go through and install software and stuff like that. But as far as hardware goes, that's not my specialty. But I'll have somebody else make a video for you. I know how to connect everything and all of that stuff, but I just don't know all the key terms and everything for that. I'm more of the software end. So if you have any questions, let me know. That's pretty much it.